Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. I think afternoon for most of you, because most of you are on the East Coast, but hello everyone. Yeah. Today is the grand finals match between Auiyin and Dama. Hope y'all are as excited to watch this as I am to commentate and run this lobby. We are currently waiting for Auiyin in the lobby, but yeah. Those of you will go on to player introduction. I don't think either of these two need any introduction if you have been following along with this tournament at all. Also, once again, I'm joined with my co-commentator Scrags. Scrags, are you here? It seems like Scrags is maybe AFK, so I will move on to the player intro. I don't think either of these players needs any introduction. We've got Dama, C2, versus Auiyin, C1. Of course, these are the two favorites to win this tournament. They have swept through the entire winner's bracket in front of them, all the way to winner's finals, where Auiyin defeated Dama 7-4, and Dama defeated the loser's bracket champion Gutmood in a 7-2 pretty decisive victory to make it back to grand finals. So there was never in anyone's minds a question about whether or not these two would meet in grand finals. I would think these two are definitely on a different level compared to the rest of the field, and we're going to see whether they can put up a good show for us today in the grand finals.
Yeah, and I just think that's what makes things this grand final so much more exciting. And we'll see, because the last round that they showed off, Dama still gave Auiyin a good fight for a lot of the maps. So
yeah, a lot of them came down to like one miss.
So it really comes down to see how Dama adapts to the move, or not move pool. I'm thinking Pokemon for some reason. To the map pool. To the map pool.
Bet. All right. Yeah, also, hey, Scrags.
Yo, how's it going? Sorry, I stepped out for a bit.
Yep, no problem.
But I'm back.
No problem. Bro, where's Auiyin? Oh my god, he responded to the message. And now he's not accepting the invite. Also, my chat is frozen on the tournament client, which is amazing.
It's
Great.
also doubling?
Yeah, it did. It does double. Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
okay.
Finally, it updated. Yeah, it does double when you like initially switch over to the view. I don't know why. It's just tourney client things, I guess. I've gotten used to it at this point.
Tourney client L and the tournament match hasn't even started.
SMH. At least this
I
time I'm
can't
not gonna
believe
lag out of the room. Hopefully.
Oh, I should probably switch the teams back to 1.
Maybe.
Yeah, because at least I don't need all these monitors.
Alright, I gave Auiyin a ping on Discord. I don't know why he's not joining the lobby. He's on the game. Thinking.
Clearly, he's forfeiting bans again on purpose.
Thinking. Yeah, maybe that's the play. Forfeit bans to psychologically give yourself an edge over the opponent.
True combo.
Oh my god. It was all a ploy.
A ruse, a strategy.
A distraction.
Oh, yo, ASCII?
True. I don't know why the tourney client has this song. Did someone put this as a warm-up before, or did I pull this for another pool?
I have no clue.
I don't remember. Wait, I think I did pull this for something.
Clearly this means we have to cue Stellar Stellar as the tiebreaker.
Oh my god. Okay, where the fuck is Auiyin actually? He's online. Oh my god. Swap pain in the chat.
Are we gonna see a repeat of the OVE 2020 Grand Finals?
God. Hopefully not. Wait, can you remind me what happened during the OVE 2020 Grand Finals? Also, I'm sure chat would love to know, because I'm sure like not a lot of people know what OVE is.
Okay, so basically, Wish Cave, myself and another friend of ours, Chibichu, we hosted a like a Smash circuit for our community, and
Did Auiyin take another bathroom break?
He's practicing roles.
True. He opened up another multi-lobby. It's like, what's my average roll today? I need to beat 73.
Yeah, he's got to get all the bad luck out so he can high roll.
73 to 37. Oh my god.
No way.
No way.
I gotta close my door. For some reason, it's open. Okay, we're good.
Welcome back. Alright. Wait, what's happening? Is there a bit of confusion? Okay, first ban. Okay, second pick. Okay. Okay. Auiyin, you better not ban Hidden 2. I know you're gonna ban Hidden 2, but you better not. The council does not approve of your behavior.
Anger the council and the tournament client's gonna crash again.
True. I swear to god, if this is the first time that Auiyin is looking at this pool, I don't know what to say.
Wait, so Dama's played on this pool, right? With Gundren? Yeah. Okay. So Auiyin hasn't played on, or hasn't played it in a tournament setting.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did ban Hidden 2, of course. Of course.
The Falcon Council in shambles.
True. Dama crying in the booth. No Mod 4 and Hidden 3 are gone. So Dama's banning out all the tech maps.
Okay.
Interesting. Even though one of them is on Hidden. Which Auiyin is not known to be good at, but if the last map was any indication, Auiyin can still sight read FC a lot of Hidden stuff, so not a Hidden player, by the way.
Yeah, he is first seed for a reason, after all.
Yeah. No, that was not picked. What are you doing, Tourney Client?
What?
That was not picked.
Oh no, Tourney Client's gone rogue. The council has decided.
The Tourney Client actually went rogue.
DT4 will be picked every round.
The Tourney Client actually went rogue. It's telling Auiyin what to ban. Because he hasn't looked at this map pool yet. DT4 will be picked every round. Okay, Auiyin would do No Mod 3, but he won it last week, so maybe he's having second thoughts. Okay, Hard Rock 2 is gone. No more Precision. Definitely makes sense that he did have a close call with Dama on the Precision last week. Okay.
I'm excited to see these two players play.
Oh my god, it actually the Turning Client, stop picking Dama's maps for him, please. It changed to No Mod 3 immediately.
The council has decided.
What are you doing?
The Tourney Client wants to be in the council.
I can't believe this. DT4 is like a certified Dama map, by the way. That's why I was so shocked that during the bans, like, it came up. I was like, what? Wait, what the fuck? Alright, Intersect Thunderbolt seems like it's gonna be the warm-up here. We're gonna see how our players do on the Dama special. Is this because I want to make my own Tourney Client SMH?
Who said that?
Falcon in the chat. Hello,
Oh, okay.
welcome. Hope you've been having a good day. Thanks. Yeah, appreciate you making it to the grand final stream. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. They haven't started playing, but our banter during the bands, hopefully it was good.
Content has ensued.
Thinking. Thank you for the hydrate, Dama. I actually don't have any water with me, so I'm gonna step out and grab some water and be right back. Thanks.
Sounds good. Are they gonna? Oh, I think they're gonna start their warm up. All right, we're gonna look at Exceed Third Jade, Penetrate Black Package, Intersect Thunderbolt. I wonder whose pick this was. This is on Hard Rock. On Insane, both of them are
hopefully I
going
didn't miss
at it.
anything.
I think they started warm-ups.
I don't know why they're playing this with Hard Rock.
I think they said something about it in chat, but they are indeed harding the rock.
Oh, Dama maybe forced Hard Rock on this warm-up,
okay.
which, Dama, you better win the warm-up then.
Yeah, so far, Auiyin has the slight lead, though.
Mm-hmm. Auiyin, no stranger to combo gaming Hard Rock if he needs to, so... But he does break. Very interesting. Both of them, like, chain miss on that whole pattern. I think this is just going to be down to Ak and Dama. Unfortunately, Auiyin is unable to combo game this, so it's just going to go over to Dama right now because of the accuracy, despite both players constantly breaking.
Look at the health bars, though. Oh, no,
Health
they're actually
bars
going
are
up.
just are going crazy right now.
Yeah, is it just me, or do the Osu health bars feel very punishing?
It depends on what you're playing. Like, Hard Rock, one thing I never discuss about Hard Rock is that it also increases the HP drain, so it's much easier to fail the map. But that doesn't, that isn't relevant in a tournament because no fail is always on. So yeah, you'll see these health bars like plummet as soon as these players make a mistake. Yeah.
Wait, they don't have no fail on.
Thinking, why is there no fail? I mean, you're gonna mess up the client.
Oh my god! He's just holding on! He's like
You're gonna mess up the client.
Right,
both of them are failing. Both of them are failing. You have to go back to full health to revive in a multi-lobby, and neither of these players did, so they're both gonna fail the map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they both failed the map, but the tourney client did not reflect that because there was a spinner at the end, I think.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah. Alright, so Dama did indeed take that.
Yeah, you got Auiyin got capped. Also, I did hydrate Dama, so your redeem has been fulfilled. Me versus tourney client, except I steal its code and make it better. Please do. I hate this fucking thing. Osu devs have no idea how to make a functional tourney client.
Oh yeah, I just realized, this is a reward request, so, because I went into mod view and I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably, you know, mark as complete all of these hydrates. Or should we keep them, just to like stack and see how many hydrates there are?
Up to you. I never check it.
Yeah, I kind of just forget this is a feature.
Fun. I need more redeems.
Oh, we're now up to 90, 91, 92,
Falcon,
93.
Falcon, you're not going to get me to drink this whole water bottle by spamming hydrate, sadly. But thank you for the hydrate.
You have to quick sip it.
You have been a loyal viewer of all these tournament matches then, Falcon, with 9k channel points. In before redeems, tell a random story during the middle of the match.
You have to talk about how this map made you feel.
Yeah, I can tell a story about the map.
Yeah, and you are only 16k away from suggesting a new Pokemon ROM hack.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Falcon, I'm all ears if you've got a new Pokemon ROM hack for me to play on stream. Because I sure as hell am not going to stream Osu until the next tournament.
You have Osu fatigue?
Yes, indeed. I'm assuming Auiyin put a 7-star tech map as his warm-up. You know, Dama banned all the tech.
Kind of testing the waters.
It's over.
Casual 6.7 star.
And Falcon actually redeemed Tell a Random Story. Alright. Oh shit.
Okay, so what do you think about this map that they're gonna play?
I have no idea what this map is. At all.
Alright. Energy Synergy Matrix. 4 minutes, 160 BPM. Seems simple enough. Let's see. Okay, no, maybe not that simple.
I love tech. Okay, I actually do need to think of a story to tell. Do I talk about the Quiz Up Osu Cup 2020? Right? The first tournament I ever did? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's relevant.
Yeah, so that was a tourney where I made one good pull by accident. Let me link the spreadsheet actually. You can go through all these maps and just kind of see like like the tragedy that befell our players having to play 7,000 Nomad 1s. This is the spreadsheet for that tournament, by the way. An error occurred. Error disconnected.
Nomad 5, Nomad 6. Initial D, let's go.
So this was the first tournament I ever hosted, and we've made allusions to this during commentary and like just during I guess just general banter on stream. This was just a tourney I put together for friends after watching some stuff. Like for other tourneys, after watching some OWC, I'm like, oh, I want to host a tournament of my own, and I want to learn how to make
I get that.
And it was a hot dumpster fire. Let me just tell you that much.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, this was during like a very low point of my life that I hosted this tournament. So like on stream, I was not confident at all in speaking. Like if you were around during like September 2021, the revival of my stream where I played Pokemon Scythe for the entertainment of all 3 people who watched me back then. Yeah, I was just not very confident. I would not speak. I would not speak very much. I just didn't know what to talk about during the match. So like, if you go back and like go through my VODs and watch like the first match I ever commentated, like that's Flan versus Chaz, I think. That's still on the channel. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see exactly what I mean. Like the difference between the commentary there and here, like right now, with Scrags especially having my back too, is like night and day.
Yeah, though I mean, like I think like having a co-commentator helps to like bounce off of.
Yeah, for sure.
That's like one thing, but yeah, you have definitely like grown as a like a not like a content creator, but you know, like a commentator in the sense of like, you know, speaking to a chat sort of thing.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, back then I was kind of like that, and also the pool sucked. But if you look at the round 1 map pool, you might see some familiar maps.
I saw Lindsay Sterling at some
point. Yeah, we have
point.
Elements in the DT pool, of course. We have Sardine in the Hard Rock pool. What else did we have? And I think that those like were the... Yeah, those were 2 repools that happened. Yeah, and then in round 2 you have the Owl City DT1. So we have a lot of repools from this tournament, and part of the reason I did that was like I want to give, like I accidentally put these maps in the pool and they were good, basically.
Yeah. They ended up working out and fitting.
Yeah, so I was like, I want to give these maps like a proper send-off in a real pool. So that was kind of like the basis behind the round 1 pool, was like I just kind of wanted to see those maps played again in tournament in like a setting where they actually made sense, I guess. I mean, round
I
one
think
was not a bad map pool overall, like, but mostly because of the fact that there were no mod ones there except for no mod one.
Yeah, I think just like like especially hosting tournaments is something that you get better at over time as you like figure out the mistakes and like and the quirks that
Yeah,
need
definitely.
to be, especially with like setting up matches, and then it is I'm using the Smash circuit that we did as like a example, but it's like getting people to have their schedules align is hard.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Scheduling is a
that's like,
fucking nightmare,
yeah.
especially when some people are playing from overseas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we'll have any participants in my tournaments, my OSU tournaments going forward that are like that, but
But
yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I've got a few people that I want to ask, including one of them is one of the developers for the Mario 64 ROM pack E3313. Like, he followed me back on Twitter and he plays Osu. Like,
Oh, yo, on God? What?
yeah. And I was like, do I ask him? But I barely know who this guy is. It would be so
Yeah.
awkward if I just slid into the DMs like, hey, want to play in an Osu tournament that I'm hosting?
Yeah, that's like the weird thing about being mutuals, but not exactly like only interacting maybe like once or like one tweet or something. Cause I had someone approach me for like a random Smash Ultimate tournament. We and then I joined. I did the tournament, and then we never talked again. But we're still following each other. We like each other's accomplishments. Like, oh my god, congrats on like your follower reachment. And then we're gonna like we're still interacting, but we never have talked since.
Yeah, that seems like it would be super awkward. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that random tangent that we went on for Tell a Random Story, Falcon. I hope you enjoyed the random story and also enjoyed looking at my terrible fucking pools in the Quiz Up Osu Cup. Actual terrible pools. Alright, anyway, getting back into this match.
Alright.
Auiyin has picked DT3 for his first pick. We're seeing Mermaid come out again. This has been played in every match so far in Dama versus Gutrun and the Redemption Show match. Everyone loves Toho. Shoot your shot, yeah. I guess I will when the time comes, but you know. Alright. We got Mermaid coming out. This is the speed pick, once again. 225 BPM galore. Can you hold finger control for 3 minutes on this high BPM, or will you melt down? Especially since the ending is the hardest part. It's actually just starts off easy and then ramps up. Dama goes down immediately. Uh-oh. Maybe a bit of nerves at the start.
Yeah.
It's not going to matter too much unless
okay,
Auiyin breaks on nothing as well. Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say, because I feel like against like Auiyin or Dama, you don't want to break early because you need that potential for a full combo to combat maybe like an act difference or maybe a break halfway through. You have to like really not respect the other player. Well, yeah, obviously respect the other player, but like you know, account for the player's skill. I don't know if I'm wording this right.
Yeah, I think respect the other player is definitely right. Like, you need that early buffer, or else things are not going to go well for you. Because like, you are probably not beating Dama on accuracy, and you're probably not beating Auiyin on combo. So like, you need to have every little advantage that you can get. Like, you can't slip up at all against either of these two players, but they did against each other at the beginning, and now Dama is on the slight lead. But I would say Auiyin is definitely stronger on the skill set overall, and we might see that as the map continues. Dama might finger control break on some of these sections, just out of discomfort. But right now, he does have the lead. Yeah, he broke here last time against Gutrun, but looks like he's learned, he's
adapted.
Yeah, he's adapted. Meanwhile, Aoyin's down at 93% accuracy. So that's going to give Dama a pretty hefty lead right now, but once again, anything can change. I don't think accuracy is going to be a deciding factor here. It's only going to be about whether you can hold that finger control through the rest of the map.
Yeah, there's still a lot of song left. Enough time for anyone to make it back. Ooh,
yeah,
Aoyin's
for sure.
Back drops a little more.
Alright, we are getting into a little bit of a break section before the hardest part of the map comes flying at our players. Dama will break on absolutely nothing, though, right before that. And Auiyin is going to take it back immediately.
Yeah.
This is exactly what happened in their first match. Dama had the act lead, had a massive act lead, and then Auiyin just held onto the combo and combo gamed him.
Yeah, and Dama's just breaking again. I think Auiyin is just going to run away with it.
Yeah, Dama has also forfeited the act lead now. And like I said, the ending is the hardest part of this map. Can Auiyin hold through on the reverse choke 91%, but still has the combo to go all the way to the end. 783k on the board.
Gonna take the first point. Yeah, Dama was doing really well throughout the first 70-75%, and then...
But the ending gets you.
Yeah.
And Dama, even if he didn't break, I think he would have like barely lost on Ak. Or
really?
Or would that combo difference? He had a 30 combo lead. Would that have made a difference? I don't know actually. It would have been really close.
I think because he had an accuracy lead for most of it, and especially if both of them kept their combos, I think Dama would have still edged it out.
Makes sense.
I think because after that first miss, I think it threw him off, and then he ended up dropping Act in order to compensate for that, to like keep a combo going, and then he broke again. And I think that's kind of just what sealed the deal.
Yeah, for sure. Dama picking No Mod 5 into Auiyin, very interesting.
Okay.
Considering that
that's another Toho song.
Yeah, true. I mean, Dama I think did win this No Mod 5 last week because they were just winning on each other's skill sets. I don't think that's going to happen here, considering how decisively Auiyin took the Senya DT3, but maybe Dama has something up his sleeve. Maybe this is the Dama speed player arc that we have all been waiting for.
Yeah, this is the faith blessing of Senai.
Yeah, for sure.
That he needs from this map here. Alright, game 2 is just starting.
Auiyin has an 860 combo on Bancho, by the way, in single player. Almost FC. 2 missed the last stream at the end.
Auiyin having the early act drop, giving Dama a huge advantage in 6%, as Dama holds his 100%.
Yeah, but how long can he maintain this? Auiyin goes down, though, on absolutely
Dama
nothing.
Not showing signs of stopping.
With this much of a...
Finally, he bleeds.
Yeah, he bleeds, drops the SS. Maybe Dama knows that Auiyin isn't sight reading this, because he has a play on this, and maybe he's taking away Auiyin's sight read buff. Now it makes total sense now.
Yeah, because he is killing it right now. Yeah, he drops a little bit there, but 99.5 to a 95%?
If he can hold through like a little bit more, I think he will put it out of reach of Auiyin, because Auiyin broke around the 1/4 point of the map.
Yeah, so I think at like the 70% mark, I think it'll be...
And there's actually nothing difficult until the end. So Dama can kind of cruise on this combo lead right now, unless he nerve drops, which I really hope he doesn't. I think it's going to be over soon.
Yeah,
Dama just needs to hold during this easy section.
Hits the stream.
It's the stream. 12 stream.
Oh,
misses on aim. Oh my goodness. I don't think it's going to be enough. The act lead is too gigantic.
And 150k in point lead.
Yeah, Auiyin is going to make it closer at the end, but I don't think it's going to be enough with this act deficit. Unless Dama chain misses the last stream.
Was there another stream at the end of this? Oh yeah, there is. Oh no, but
another player chain misses.
And he takes it.
And Dama takes the No Mod 5 exactly the same way that he took it last week, I think.
Yeah, I think he just prioritized to hit it at the end because he dropped a bit of Ak at the end, which I think was very smart to ensure that he keeps the combo going and to take it.
Alright, Dama's calling for a BRB, that's fine. But yeah, as soon as Auiyin like dropped at the 1/4 point and Dama was like holding through halfway through the map, I was like, yeah, Dama's got this, because there's nothing difficult about this map until the end. So like Dama just like had the fortune of not breaking early on and was able to build a basically free combo uncontested for most of the map. And with that act lead, there was no chance for Auiyin to come back unless Dama made a huge mistake at the end, which he kind of did, chain missing on the jumps, but like not on where it actually mattered, which was the ending stream.
Yeah, he made the mistake late enough in the song where it didn't really hurt as long as he was able to keep it after that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so 1-1 on the board. Both of them taking their own picks.
Yep. I'm surprised that Dama has been going for more of these Nomad 5s. I guess he's just like really confident on this particular one.
Yeah, as we saw, like holding that SS for a great majority of the map.
Yeah, and just the act gap.
Yeah. Holding 99% for like 90% of it and only dropping to 97.
Auiyin, why are you picking Nomad 6? Did you know what this map is?
Uh-oh.
Do you know what this map is, Auiyin?
Well, we are going to see what this map is because it's getting picked for Game 3.
Troll face in the chat, please.
Do you have a troll face emote?
I think it's like better TTV global.
Okay.
Why the yeah, Dama came back and is like confused as fuck. Like, why are you picking this? Especially if you're sight reading it. This is not sight readable, by the way. Auiyin's proven me wrong many times about like things not being sight readable. But like, this is actually not sight readable. This is actually not sight readable. You will see soon. Why? If you missed the map pool showcase. Maybe Auiyin's just a goated gimmick player and I just don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Sounds sight readable. This is AR 7.6. My friend. This is not like the Nomad 6 from last round where it was like a nice and easy finger control map. That like nice and easy finger control map. Absolutely not. Okay. But yeah, Dama definitely isn't comfortable on this either, so maybe Auiyin can cheese out a win here. Who knows? We'll see soon enough. Alright, I'm waiting for the ready up. Alright. So during the map pool showcase, oh by the way, we need to talk over this song too, because it's copyrighted.
Oh god, okay,
yeah.
Alright. Yeah, okay. So CS2, remind me what CS means again?
Circle size? CS is circle size, and
okay.
the greater the circle size, the smaller the circles are, so this map will have gigantic circles, along with a lower approach rate, meaning that the object density of this map is actually fucking ridiculous. And during the map pool showcase...
before.
Yeah, this is the first time this is being picked.
Yeah. Okay,
but yeah,
right, immediately we are seeing... Okay,
both players are fucking perishing.
Yeah. Dude, 73 to 61. Oh, Aoyin's building up pretty quickly.
That is
Dama's
true.
Still hovering around the 80, 81 area.
Giant act deficit. Okay. And he breaks on the reading. Yeah, you're gonna break on reading here. During the map pool showcase, I called this bomb defusal.
Oh.
Like if you go on like any Osu video about like someone playing on AR negative like infinity, like where all the circles are on the screen at once. Like, you'll see comments in the chat saying, oh, this is like defusing a bomb. And this is kind of like what's happening on screen right now. Like, it's not as extreme, but...
Yeah, because I was about to say, the approach rate seems pretty fair, and like...
It's pretty fair, it's AR 7.6.
Okay.
This is the lowest AR we've seen so far in the entire tournament. And it comes out in the grand finals, of course. Auiyin is perishing on this, by the way. This is not sight readable. I told you. Maybe you can sight read tech, but you can't sight read this reading map.
Oh, okay. As I'm trying to like follow them play, I think I'm understanding where the bomb defusal part comes in.
Yeah. There's so many objects on the screen that part of the difficulty is like finding out which object you actually have to hit.
Yeah, and that 1-2-3 pattern at the top looks very tricky.
Yeah, for sure. Like tons of tricky reading patterns here. Lots of anti-aim to go along with it. Dama will go down on nothing, but I think it's far too late at this point.
We have 150k in lead, and the song's almost done, especially on a song
and now
like
we
this,
have the ones. Okay, the
So
players
many
have
ones.
no issue hitting the pattern where all of the notes are ones.
Mm-hmm.
It could get a little bit confusing with the object density, like
Yeah.
telling which one you have to hit, which is the reason why it was mapped that way.
Now this feels like an A map.
This is indeed one of the A maps of all time. Kappa. Anyway, Dama is just gonna take this. Completely misreads the ending pattern.
Yeah.
But
as you
yeah,
as you said,
over.
this map is tricky.
This is not sight readable. You had to have practiced this.
So this is a breakpoint to Dama.
Yeah. Auiyin,
So what?
Auiyin like trolled this pick hardcore.
Yeah, what is this? Okay, let's see if Dama picks into Auiyin again as the pattern, but maybe he'll try and play into what's that called?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. By the way, we can like stop the rapid fires like talking.
Okay.
Because the song is over. Thank goodness.
I was gonna say like because the Tayo Cruz song also feels like it would be copyrighted.
Well, it wasn't copyrighted the last time I put it up, so.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I kind of just think like big like names and stuff would.
All right, hidden 4.
Okay, what's hidden for? Oh, it's this one. Okay.
Once again, Dama picking into this hardcore hidden gimmick map picked out by Prophet with the cut triples and the space streams and the alt patterns and the tech patterns and everything under the fucking
Tech
sun.
patterns into Auiyin?
I mean, this map isn't all tech.
Okay.
I don't know what pick hidden 4 is. Oh my god. This pool is not sight readable, Auiyin. You can't do this.
Wait, so if Dama wins, does he have to do a bracket reset?
Yes, there is a bracket reset if Dama wins.
Okay. Wow, so there is a lot of Osu that can be played here.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess...
Actual aim and figure control gimmick instead of AR gimmick? Yes, indeed. No more reading, I suppose. Because you banned out the hidden 2. And Council's very, very upset at you for banning the hidden 2. Alright, let's see how our players fare on Enchanted Love.
We're jumping right into it. Auiyin already dropping
Auiyin
huge.
completely tanking his accuracy at the beginning, but I don't think that's going to matter quite as much right here because it is just going to be about whether you can hit the gimmick patterns or not. So Auiyin still can combo game this. Like, hardcore combo game this.
Oh wow, those are some fast sliders.
Indeed, and they only get worse from here.
They get worse?
Yeah, so there's a bit of a, finger control section at the beginning, but we will soon get into the cut patterns, and then our players will find out exactly. Yeah, and Auiyin drops on the cut stacks, while Dama holds. Dama has certainly practiced the hell out of this map, and it shows.
Yeah, with this high of an act gap and a combo gap now. Oh no, but
there goes the combo gap.
He's gonna break it.
I don't think Aoyin's going to break for a while, so he's got to consolidate this now.
Yeah.
Both players will trade it out, though, and that only favors Dama. Both players hit the accelerating stream.
This is rough looking, but...
Yeah, Dama will go
breaks
down again, but there's not enough combo yet on Auiyin to be able to contest. He needs to see more and more breaks from Dama, but with this 10% accuracy lead, it might not be enough. Here comes another accelerating stream.
And Dama breaks. Oh
but Auiyin holds through the accelerating stream. Hold on.
Aoyin's catching up now, but Dama still has a pretty sizable point lead of about 80k.
Yeah, this could get interesting here. Auiyin is looking to combo game this once again. Dama breaks on nothing and will push the lead even more in favor of Auiyin in terms of the combo. But does he have enough map left to make it back here? With every one of these patterns, the score is slowly ticking over. Does he have this?
Oh my god.
Does he have this?
It all comes down to...
And he does. And he does.
He takes it! The breakpoint returns back into Auiyin. Oh my god!
Yep, breakpoint for breakpoint, combo gaming the hell out of Dama here with with only the one miss on this map.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Like you said, probably not gonna beat Auiyin in combo with how he was holding that.
Yeah, even on his skill set that definitely didn't favor him. Also, hey Prophet, thank you for putting this map in the pool. Like I can't play it, but our players in the tournament certainly can, and it's made for some interesting interesting matches.
Yeah. So the match is even once again.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna wait patiently as to what Auiyin will pick here. Maybe he'll spec into one of the hard rocks that haven't been played yet.
He's gonna play into the fake Toho watch.
Fake Toho. Okay, I'll just let him pick because he's listening to the commentary. I know that. I know that much. DT2 is coming out. Okay.
Okay.
Sure thing. DT2. Sure thing. Alrighty. So we've got the DT2, the stamina pick. This is 192 BPM, 5-note bursts constantly throughout the whole map. Bit lower of a star rating than everything else in the map pool comparatively, but definitely not to be underestimated. This has been pooled for pools that, for like 5.4 star pools in the past. So I thought it was appropriate that I brought it back, especially since this is a repool from the Winter Show match as well. Will never financially recover from the hidden 3 ban. Yeah, no tech for you. No tech for you, Auiyin. Dama just target banned all the tech and like deal with it. The sunglasses.
Banling's HD2 real.
Alright, so we saw Dama get about 600k against this, against Gutrune on this. Auiyin definitely is going to FC this, I would assume. There's no aim on this map for him to break, I feel like.
Alright, so it all comes down to the better performance then.
Yeah, Dama's gonna have to hold down the combo and act gap.
I mean, at the end of the day, I guess that's like every map, but like, anyway. We're gonna jump into it, already dropping a little bit.
Yeah, both players will drop a ton of back at the beginning. The timing on the burst at the beginning is a little bit unclear, so definitely makes sense that both players dropped. But as they get acclimated to the map, these players will start to hit the bursts a little bit more properly.
Early lead on Dama here.
Yeah, just because of the ACK, but will that last? He did miss on absolutely nothing against Gutrune, so maybe that was a fluke. But it does show, like, he may not be as comfortable on this as some dedicated stamina and speed players are, and I guess dedicated everything that isn't hidden player, that is the behemoth that is Auiyin. So yeah, obviously can't afford to break here either.
Auiyin catching up to Dama's ACK percent. Definitely making this close.
Wait, did Auiyin break at the start? I think Auiyin like slider broke at the start because he's down in combo. But it doesn't matter. That much of a combo difference doesn't matter, yeah.
Where it's
basically
still
on NFC. Yeah, basically on NFC.
I think it still comes down to a break. Ooh.
Alright, yeah. Bit of a cooldown section here. Some finger control. Once again, there is no aim on this map to break on, so it's all going to be about, like, that ACK game and that finger control game. But what the fuck? How do you miss on that? And now Dama, I think it's over. It's over unless Dama breaks right now and like starts missing for the rest of the map. I don't think Dama's gonna do that. Especially not after that match against Gutrune. Like, he's played this in tourney once before. He's probably not going to break on the same spot again. Okay, never mind.
Oh, but he does break.
I think it's too late. It is far too late. With this ACK gap and a 200k lead at this point in the map, there's not enough for Auiyin to build up unless Dama like literally loses score. So yeah, this one is going to go to Dama. Once again, third breakpoint in a row. Looks like these players are going to repeat their winners finals match.
Just trading breakpoints.
Yeah, very, very interesting that Dama won this DT2.
Yeah.
Gutrun in the peanut gallery saying, I could have beaten you both on this SMH.
Yeah, Dama gonna break his 600k, I think.
Yeah, 681k.
81.
And takes the lead over Auiyin.
Yeah, so the momentum is back in Dama's side.
Yeah, he's got the next pick, but if we know anything about Auiyin, it's that he just randomly wins on his opponent's picks too, so...
Yeah, he will be ready for any situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely stealing himself for whatever Dama has to throw at him next. Let's see.
For sure. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be that like finger control at high BPM that got Auiyin, I think, even though like he's good at the skill set. I think it was maybe it was a sight read thing, but I can't imagine that this is his first time playing this because this is a very common DT2 for like these types of pools. So maybe this was another sight read debuff or like not sight read debuff. Thinking. Alright, Dama's got the next pick. I'm gonna turn on the timer. Auiyin says, I forgot if I just downloaded this or if I already had it. Yeah, I would imagine that this DT2 like has been pulled a lot because like it is one of the only appropriate DT2s for 6-digit tournaments. I would say Nomad 3. All right, dance in the game. We got it. First time we're seeing this played too. Why not?
Oh. Okay. New map represent.
So once again, like with last week and all the weeks before then, Nomad 3 is alt. The BPM is effectively too high for you to single tap most of the time, and the patterns are very spaced out. This Nomad 3 focuses a lot on like the flow aim aspect of alt maps. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're going to see if Dama is good on that today. Okay, looks like Dama hasn't played anything else thinking. Uh-oh. Dama, please don't run out of picks.
Uh-oh.
Auiyin has pulled this for Nomad 3 once.
Maybe not a good thing to reveal all your cards this early, especially if you get the bracket reset.
True.
Because I think I'd assume like Smash, you would ban new picks, like the bans get reset, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So these two players might adjust their bans going into a bracket reset. That's assuming that we get a bracket reset, of course.
Yeah.
We were in this situation before where Auiyin just took like 10 million breakpoints in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, getting into this Nomad 3, Dance in the Game. Looks like Auiyin is familiar with this map, but Dama better on this skill set, so we'll see which one prevails.
And we can't count Dama out just yet.
Yeah, these cut patterns are going to get to Dama immediately as he breaks on the flow aim, while Auiyin will hold.
Auiyin now having the early act for once in this set.
Yeah, definitely.
But
This is the pool this map buff.
Yeah, but we've seen how good Auiyin is with combos, so it really comes down to how long he can hold, especially for this early on in the map.
Yeah, definitely. But there's some tricky.
Gotta run away with it.
There's some tricky alt patterns coming up in the first chorus here, but
he no longer has the act advantage.
But if Dama's going to break on patterns like that, then yeah, Auiyin might not have as much of a problem as we think. Alright, first chorus coming out.
Points are still close, but Auiyin is making sure that gap gets farther and farther away. Oh,
And Dama breaks on nothing!
That is not what he needs!
Aoiyin's still holding down the FC now. Low aim extraordinaire. He's breaking on absolutely, like, literally nothing. Because he hasn't broken combo. And he holds the combo through halfway. We'll see if he can close this out. Dama is incredibly behind now. Is going to need to see a mistake from Auiyin very, very soon. The act lead that he has is not going to play.
A little bit of a break here.
Getting into yet another chorus.
And they're off.
It looks like Aoyin's having no trouble with this at all. He did pull this map before, so like I guess I should have expected something like this. But yeah. Dama having a lot more trouble on this than I thought he would. And maybe this is the reason why Auiyin left up No Mod 3, leaving the trap up for Dama, not revealing that he has pulled this map before, until right before the map is played. Alright, let's see if Auiyin can hold through the ending section. Alright, final chorus before the song ends. Last few alt patterns. And Auiyin holds through most of them.
Oh, he breaks again at the end, but...
Yeah, Dama's gonna break at the end to kind of confirm Auiyin's victory here. Yeah, it looks like Auiyin is about to close out that FC. On the No Mod 3, once again, showing why he is not to be underestimated on these types of alt maps, especially since he's familiar with this map, apparently. 834k on the board. And yeah, I think that's been 4 breakpoints in a row so far. We'll see if that trend continues. Dama says you forgot how to aim No Mod 3. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, Auiyin's going to gap Dama on his own skill set once again. Can't imagine how that feels on the other end, but yeah, it's Auiyn's pick again, so we'll see what he goes with next.
Wow, we're on game 7 already.
Yeah, time flies when the players are this good. Kappa. As the saying goes. Even though no one has ever said that before. Okay, I'm gonna turn the timer again. Okay, sorry about that. I had to step out for just a sec.
No worries.
Alrighty. So, Hidden won by Auiyin, taking Hidden into Dama, but he FC'd this last week, so... And he's also played this before. Uh-oh. Alright,
We're getting right into it.
getting right into the routine. Auiyin, when he doesn't remember pools, thinking. He certainly remembered the last map. I'll just say that much. Alright, so this is hidden aim. And if last week is any indication, Auiyin definitely actually has a slight advantage on this just because of the aim aspect.
Okay.
He's less likely to break on this than Dama is. But that act is, yeah, Dama's going to chain miss on the beginning, and that doesn't bode well.
That is not what Dama needs right now. Starting off.
Yeah, for sure. And blunders once again.
Yeah, aim and hidden. I think I said this before, but this feels like something that's a very hard a mix.
Yeah, hidden aim, you can kind of just break on anything, I feel like, because you don't have any reference as to whether or not you actually aim the circle properly, and that's what makes it so difficult, especially, oh my god, Auiyin will chain miss! And just like that, Dama is back in the lead. But he's got to hold through some more of this.
Just a little longer, but yeah, that's gonna go to Dama.
Yeah, Auiyin hit the burst in Karakara last week just fine, but this week maybe not that confident on that hidden tapping. For that hidden flow aim. Another burst coming out. Both players will hit it this time. Doesn't look like Auiyn's gonna look to repeat that mistake.
Yeah, the song is pretty long though, so it'll definitely be a fight to the finish for both players.
Yeah, just under 4 minutes is this song. We'll see if Dama can consolidate this lead. Because Auiyin for sure is probably not going to break again very easily. So Dama is never going to be safe. Kind of another cooldown section here. Another burst coming out in short order. Both players will hit that as well.
We're getting to the halfway point. This match is so tense.
Dama will break on nothing!
Breaks. 50k.
He slider breaks on absolutely nothing. And now Auiyin has the combo lead once again. He's gonna need to break soon. Or else this is not gonna look good for Dama. He's gonna get combo gamed once again on his favorite mod.
Yeah, Dama breaking again. Huge.
Alright, Auiyin to the lead now, but this section has quite a bit of flow aim. And a little bit of a quiet alt section. Yeah, right here. Looks like Dama's going to be the one to get caught off by that, though, as Auiyin continues holding combo. And that's what's been giving him the advantage over Dama this entire set. Just holding down the combo when it matters the most. Any combo gamers in chat? I think at this point it is pretty much over. There isn't 100k left in the map. And it looks like Auiyin's just going to close out this play. Like, just doesn't care.
Yeah. Kept it close. It like the lead flip-flopped, but eventually...
Yeah, but that inconsistency from Auiyin is what's going to make all the difference here. With Shane missing one burst, but never missing once again. Never missing after that. Hitting the 1000 combo mark is Auiyin here. Very impressive play from him. You know, recovery after that early mistake. And once again,
missing on that chain stream.
Yeah, Dama getting combo gamed once again. Alright, Dama's going to need to take his next pick or things could go downhill very, very quickly. This is looking exactly like what happened in Winners Finals. I know I keep saying that, but this is actually just what happened in Winners Finals. Tons of breakpoints, and then, like, Auiyin just started winning everything.
Mm-hmm.
The score is still pretty close right now, but, yeah, once again, if Dama is out of picks, then this doesn't bode well. We'll just hope that he isn't. And keep this going. So where does Dama go from here? All the hiddens are gone. And he lost one of them too.
Yeah, how many picks? Actually, maybe don't answer that.
Hard Rock 4.
Okay.
Okay. All-rounders are indeed OP in tournaments. Both these players are definitely great examples of that, but, you know, Auiyin is just a little bit better on the aim. And that's actually making all the difference. So this Hard Rock map is 222 BPM, fast slider velocity. I think that's the justification I used. I don't really like this map, but, I mean, it kind of worked for the slot, so I was like, yeah. It was like mostly aim left. Somewhat. No, there are a couple maps in here that are not, like, jump aim, so. Yeah, Nomad 2 is not an aim map. Yeah, Dama has Nomad 2, if he doesn't want to pick aim, he has Nomad 2, Hard Rock 3, and then DT4. Nomad 2 does not exist. Auiyin says they're gonna ignore Nomad 2 and then he's gonna pick it. Thinking.
The counter pick. The trickster.
Thinking. Alright, so this map I think definitely makes sense for Dama to pick. This is kind of like the most coin flippy map in the pool, so if he's not confident, then it makes sense that he picked this, but like, I think Dama still has some stuff that he could go for. Okay. We haven't seen DT4 being picked, and I feel like that is just a Dama point. If he has practiced it, of course. Alright, getting into Hard Rock 4 here. Dama will go down on nothing at the beginning. You can't do this, Dama.
Yeah, that Accolades gonna help out for a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if Auiyin catches up to a point where he can steal the lead, especially with the combo.
But both players will trade it.
The break! The gap 6, it really comes down to Ack at this point for now.
Yeah, that tricky little kick slider there, getting both players. And now Dama, Ack lead will play fully. That kick slider, okay, both players have adapted to the weird kick sliders, so I don't think either of them are going to break on that again. But yeah, it's just going to be weird slider shapes, linear aim, weird kick sliders. That is the name of the game in this Hard Rock 4. We're going to see which player is more consistent at holding down the combo here.
Huge jump over there.
Alright, as we approach the 3/4 point of the map, both players still holding combo. It's still very tense. Neither of them are safe. Quite yet.
Yeah, Auiyin has shown that he can make it back from things, but yeah, even then, Auiyin still has to climb 6% in Ack, and
yeah, definitely. That mistake from Dama is going to have to come soon. It doesn't look like Dama is intent on dropping on linear aim today. Yeah, both players hitting the linear aim sections perfectly. It looks like Dama is going to carry this into the end. Finally, confirming one picked point for picked point and breaking 700k on this. Very impressive stuff from Dama.
Oh, yeah,
and both of them basically with identical combo.
Yeah, the scores are tied.
Just the Ack gap, and it is 4-4.
Once more.
Did they get 4? Did they get 4-4 in their last match?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was 4-4, and then Auiyin broke away at this point.
Yeah.
So hopefully we don't see a repeat and we see the bracket reset.
Yeah, we want to see tiebreaker bracket reset. Let's go. More Osu to be played, Kappa.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Auiyin didn't scroll right. I mean, he asked about this yesterday. Like, the Fremont 3, and I told him, like, this is for the show match only, so I guess he forgot. Yeah, so the scary thing here is that Dama only has one more, like, point that is... One more map that is, like, firmly in his favor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's DT4. While Auiyin, I feel like, has a slight edge on everything else. No Mod 1? Alright, we're seeing Polaris No Mod 1 coming out.
Alright, jumping into it. I think Auiyin... this is the pick that Auiyin was hoping Dama would make on his one, but I guess Auiyin has decided, I'm tired of waiting, I'm gonna pick it if you're not gonna pick it.
True. Yeah, he's gonna lean into the aim once again. This isn't an aim day for Dama, so we're expecting to see Auiyin FC this. He's probably pretty confident on this. I really like this No Mod 1, so I'm glad to see it picked. It's whatever. This isn't... I wouldn't say this is like a conventional No Mod 1, but I still feel like Auiyin is going to take this because, you know, the sight read buff.
Right. But only one way to find out, as we were prepping to go into Game 9 of Grand Finals.
Alright. Our players are getting right into the No Mod 1. The aim map. Dama has said that he is not feeling too confident on aim today, so the RNG agreed with Auiyin and is like, yeah, just pick this. We'll see if the sight read buff will prevail.
The song's starting. The song is indeed going.
Indeed. Okay, a bit of an easy section here for our players to build up that combo. Currently, Dama has the Athlete once again, but once again, that isn't going to play quite yet. Alright, first jump section coming out.
I'd assume the main gimmick of this of the map is kicking in now?
It's just aim.
Okay.
With some space bursts here and there, but our players are pretty content to just hit that. But Dama will slider break on buffing. What are you doing?
He is the first to break.
That was such a tragic slider break.
Oh no.
Actually on air. He hit everything else. And Auiyin holding through that section. Into the next cooldown section. He's going to take the lead, despite Dama's 99% accuracy.
Yeah, still some song left to be played, and the gap is still approachable.
Yeah, but you're asking Auiyin to miss on a No Mod 1. That's not gonna happen very easily.
Yeah, just Dama needs to continue to compete at this rate, but...
The window of opportunity is shrinking. He's gonna need to see a break from Auiyin very soon.
Yeah.
And if it's gonna be anytime, it's gonna be now on this space burst coming up. But he hits it.
He hits it.
Both players will hit it, actually. Looks like Auiyin just might be closing out the side read FC here. There are some more tricky sections at the end of the map. But if the first 3/4 of the map has given us any indication... But he will go down on the space burst!
Finding the break! But is there 150k points of song left?
There is not. It is far too late. I mean, once again, it will get closer. But I don't think it's going to swing all the way over. Maybe if Auiyin breaks again.
They both hit the stream.
Both players are going to break 600k on this very impressive showing from both players.
Yeah. Oh, the points are so close.
But it's just not going to be enough.
It's just not enough! If only the song went a little longer! But Auiyin's gonna take it with 700k instead.
Yeah.
Ooh, that drop was almost huge. But unfortunately,
it came just a little bit too late.
Yeah.
If Auiyin broke like 30 combo earlier, then Dama could have made it back. But yeah, just that one slider break from Dama, absolutely tragic break. Goodness. Yeah, now the ball's back in Dama's courts. He's got, I think, one like pretty confirmed pick left, and then after that, it's kind of wild. He's gonna have to dig deep.
Yeah, he's gonna have to keep the momentum going. But at this rate, if they keep trading points like this, Auiyin is looking to take it. But we can't count Dama out just yet. There is still more maps to be played. Still a couple things. And as we've said, Dama has a very wide grasp on like all these various different skill sets that Osu can throw at him. So
all right, Dama's gonna go for the DT4 finally.
All right, it's gonna jump into it. Game.
I'm surprised
10.
I'm surprised he just hasn't been picking this. Maybe he just hasn't practiced this so-called Dama map. Uh-oh.
Maybe he was waiting for the right moment to pick it. Maybe he didn't want to like exhaust that pick too early. But
I suppose so.
We'll see.
But this kind of indicates to me that he hasn't practiced this map.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the DT ult, and Auiyin left this open once again. So yeah, I don't think Dama's practiced this, and that's the reason why he's a little bit apprehensive in chat about picking this. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, only one way to find out, and that is to play.
Yeah,
I guess.
First time we're seeing this DT4 being played in tourney.
Oh, actually.
Yeah, because Gutrun auto-banned this against Dama.
Yeah, fair. Okay, ooh.
Aoyin's gonna drop immediately, but so does Dama. And Dama tanked his ACK as well.
Oh, and he breaks.
Yeah, sliders are not behaving for Dama today, so that makes sense.
Already starting with a pretty big mountain to climb. 93 to 89 ACK. And
yeah, it looks like
the combo gap isn't that small. Isn't that big.
Yeah, it looks like Auiyin's just intent on keeping this combo, though.
He's hoping to keep the momentum to go and seal the deal with this next pick, but Dama's still right behind him.
But he slider breaks! Once again, sliders not behaving for Dama today. Oh, and he misses on the quick aim section. And Aoyin's still holding down that reverse choke. Perhaps this was an Auiyin map after all. But Auiyin will go down on the aim.
Break, but I don't know if
I don't think that's not enough. That's not enough. Dom blundered way too much at the start of the map.
Auiyin was able to just manage to get this huge lead.
We'll go down again, though. But yeah, once again, it's just not enough. That break needed to come earlier. And once again, it will get closer at the end, but simply, once again, not enough. Auiyin will barely take this with a 7... I think that's 70k?
Mm-hmm. 70k what? Oh,
70k score advantage, yeah, and...
Yeah, about.
Yeah, it looks like Dama just didn't practice this. And are we going to see a repeat of the 4-7 from winners finals, or is Dama gonna... Because this is Aoyin's pick again, so he needs to win on this breakpoint and then confirm the next pick, which is a lot easier said than done, to say the least.
Yeah, because he has to win on 2 of Auiyin. Oh no, just 1 because of tiebreaker, right?
Yeah. So this is Aoyin's final pick, and it might be the final pick of the tournament. We'll see soon enough.
This is a huge advantage Auiyin has, but again,
yeah, I feel like there's like one pick that Auiyin can make if he wants to close this out right away. And then the others are like kind of still like he has the edge. But okay, I guess he's trolling.
Is he?
Yeah, Auiyin says Dama pick for him, so thinking. And they go for the no mod 2. Oh my god. It's time for the coin flip, I guess. We saw a lot of players just completely die on this map in the Redemption Show match. And also Gutrune underperformed this quite a bit. So we haven't seen a score above 400k yet, so can either of our players get above 400k on this 180 BPM stream and stamina map? Thinking.
Well, that's something to look out for then.
Nell can't stream under 200. Yeah, I was so surprised when you couldn't play the Doma 2. I was like, you FC'd ROG. So, like, this should be nothing for you. Auiyin is typing out the lyrics.
Alright, he's hyping himself up.
True. POV, you learn how to stream on ROG. That's one hell of an introduction to streams, I'll just say that much. Alright. This is going to be pure 180 BPM stamina. Which of our players is stronger on this skill set? We will soon see.
As the match begins. And with an early lead.
Yeah, Dama's stamina kind of already giving out on him. The early drops the early act lead over to Auiyin, but once again, that isn't going to play quite yet.
It's close now.
Okay, so this might be another not side read debuff.
Okay.
Thinking. But I mean, there's no aim, there's like no real aim required in this, so if Dama has been having troubles on aim, maybe this is good for him. Thinking.
Screams and stamina.
But stamina is not a skill set that Dama is particularly good at, so...
Okay.
Auiyin maintains the act lead for now. Okay, never mind. It equalizes, but Dama trades it back.
Oh no, Dama takes
both of them
a bunch of hundreds. But he's catching up. He's getting the 300s. Ack is still only 1% in gap.
Both players still on the FC.
Right now.
Auiyin with a slight Ack lead. Still anyone's game here as we head into the halfway point of the map, just about. This map is very combo dense, so lots of opportunities to swing things over in either player's favor.
Yeah, again, it seems like it'll just come down to a break.
Next stamina
or a
section
huge
here.
accuracy drop. Okay, both of them seem to be landing them. Some of them landing 100, but for the most part, it's all 300s.
Keeping the combo on both sides.
Yeah. None of them bleeding at all during those.
But now Dama takes a slight ACK lead.
Yeah,
it's not enough to be notable,
the lead
but
for a little bit.
Both players still holding that FC. What is going on here? Dama stamina arc? And the Auiyin stream redemption?
Will he take this point? It is flip-flopping.
Why did these two pretend that this map didn't exist? Because, what are they doing to this map right now?
They're both holding off. The 75% way is coming underway. Dama with the lead. Can he hold it? Can he go all the way?
Oh my goodness, this is so fucking close.
This is the power of Dama, the accuracy gap that he needs right now. He needs to channel into the accuracy.
Alright, both players keeping their combo through to the end here. How's their stamina looking now? Because there's going to be more streams coming up very soon. Right after this little cooldown section. And they get right back into it.
More streams.
Next break, we'll lose.
This is such a stressful position for
What is going on?
Auiyin hitting hundreds! The song's almost
Can they go all the way? With the double FC on Lionheart. What are they doing?
Oh, Auiyin dropped so much in percent here. It's only
Auiyin takes
this is so huge for a match like this. Dama dropping as well. They're all equal. Auiyin has the lead.
No, Chain misses the end, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it.
God, that's so tragic. No way!
I think even if Dama didn't break there, he still would have lost barely on ACK. So that was one hell of a match. Oh my god.
What a finisher! Oh my god.
GG's.
GG's to both players. Unfortunately, history has repeated itself.
Yeah, the 4-7 once again.
We will not see the bracket reset. However, Dama still putting up a fight against the #1 seed like that, still very impressive, making it and matching his seed. Especially if we're fighting some some tough opponents, especially Gutrune, just surprise jump scare.
Yeah, the Gutrune jump scare. FC on DT2.
Yeah.
Thinking. Alright, but great showing from both players. Even though it was 4-7, a lot of those picks were very contentious. Especially on the no-mods. Either player could have taken it. Just really depended on the day. TV time? We're going with TV then, right?
Alright, we're gonna see it. The prologue, the beginning of the end.
The beginning of the end, yes. All good things must come to an end, and this will be the conclusion of this tournament. Thank you all for watching, and thank everyone who participated for coming out and showing off. But before we end things off, one last tiebreaker showcase for everyone.
One final hurrah to finish it off, to finish off the WSC Summer 2023.
Indeed. Okay, I can finally eat, so... I was holding off until the match ended.
Yeah, after that insane ending to that set, oh my god, it was anyone's game, dude.
Yeah, for sure. It was an act battle until the very end. Holy shit, I did not expect to see an act battle on Nomad 2, like, at all. Our players really just showed up.
Yeah, oh my god, this tournament has had so many close calls like that.
Yeah, for sure. And going back all the way to round 1 with the 1,000 points on Psychotropic. With Meow and Gozerian all the way to Grand Final with these tiny
Dude,
gaps.
that was so hype.
True.
Not with Hidden, though, because that sucked, says Dama.
Yeah, this map with Hidden is kind of mean. Alright. Okay, while they get started, I'm gonna do some tourney admin stuff, putting the MP links into the spreadsheet.
Gotcha.
I think the Redemption Show match was also 4-7. So we just seen like 2 4-7s in a row. Alright.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna jump right into it. I think. No, wait. Auiyin is not moving. Oh. Auyin's back.
Wait, did he just not play the map for a second?
Yeah. I don't think he realized it started.
Okay. Are we gonna call for an abort, Kappa? Okay, I guess he's gonna play on.
Alright. Playing it out. Here we go. Jumping in. Tiebreaker.
So once again, Prologue is all about that anti-aim. These circles are not quite where you think they should be. And so that might cause some difficulties for our players, as well as jump scare bursts come out of nowhere. We'll see if our players can hit that today, especially since Dama has taken off the training weights, taken off the hidden. Let's see if he can put on a show on this. POV Auiyin on score V1. True. Accuracy be damned. The combo game has score V1. First jump scare burst coming in short order. Both players will go and hit that though. Maintaining their combos into the next section of the map.
Yeah, both of them hitting those slightly spaced streams. And yeah, Dama climbing back up to a 99% in AC.
Yeah, will this be the Dama showing of a lifetime? Will he FC the tiebreaker? Kappa. Auiyin continues to drop AC, but still holds onto that combo. And if Dama drops, then that is gonna play. As has been happening all match. Alright, next course coming up. But Auiyin will go down.
Oh, Auiyin breaks!
And Dama holds. Right halfway through the map. That's going to hard cap Auiyin's score, while Dama continues just to go.
Yeah, what is the score record right now?
Huh?
What is the score record right now? Or what's the leading score for this tiebreaker?
I think it's like Seiji had 320k on this, and yeah.
Okay.
Dama just broke it.
Oh, he broke it! And there's still 1/3 of the song left.
But Dama will go down as well!
Oh!
I think Auiyin has stopped playing the map. RIP. Okay, we'll see how far Dama can push this. Don't know what's going on with him, but...
Oh, Aoyin's back in it.
Okay, can he hit this accelerating stream? He doesn't!
Oh!
Ooh. And Dama actually will hold through that.
And
misses on aim.
there. Still holding a 98% though.
Yeah, very impressive stuff from Dama with that hack gap. Goodness. Slider breaks on those sliders, but it's not gonna matter. Dama has top scored this tiebreaker this weekend by a landslide. And once again, putting on a show for everyone.
Indeed.
I think Dama will over-aim that based alt section, but yeah, I think that's going to prevent him from breaking 500k, if that was still possible. But still, just barely shy of 500k, very impressive showing from him on this tiebreaker.
So close. Wait, is there really not enough points? Oh, maybe not with that break.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he might. No! He's still breaking. Wait.
And Auiyin will actually hit that ending jump section
Wait, is
perfectly.
this butterfly enough?
It might be enough. Holy shit. No, no, just barely. Just barely.
Oh my god! No!
Auiyin hitting that ending jump section, very impressive stuff. But Dama, overall, the consistency was just there.
For sure.
And yeah. Thank you all for playing. Yeah. Y'all made this tournament really hype. Like, even though there were only 8 players, like... Yeah, I gotta say. Even though there were only 8 players, like, everyone made their matches hype, and we had a lot of close calls, a lot of breakout performances from a lot of players, too.
Gotta give it up to everyone that participated. Good games to all the competitors.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, this was really fun to host. I think we'll be back in the winter if there are enough people. So keep your eyes out for that. That tournament's going to be 50k plus. So anyone who is ranked 50k or lower. Which means that includes 6 digits.
Okay.
So when I say lower, I mean like higher. Like the rank number is higher. Because you get what I mean.
So like it's like anyone can join, but the cap is like if you're like a top 50,000, then you can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Falcon, yeah, you can keep your rank. But Auiyin, you should rank up. I'm just saying. Yes, you can still beat Nell, Kappa. Alright, I don't think there's anyone to raid today. At least not people I'm familiar enough to, like, to raid, I guess. But I will give a shout out to one person who I know who's live. Shout outs to Nico Knight, give her some support. She's playing Banjo-Kazooie right now, so if you're into that, you can hop into that stream. She also plays a lot of Pikmin, I think. So if you're into those games, then definitely give her a look. But
Yeah, especially with Pikmin 4 coming out.
Yeah, for sure. She might be playing that. But like I said, I'm not familiar enough with her to. Do you think I should just do it anyway?
Up to you.
Not this time, I would say.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Once again, thank you all for coming in and supporting our players. Thanks you to everyone who played. You're what made this tournament as amazing as it was from a TO and commentator perspective.
After all, what is a tournament without its competitors?
Indeed. But yeah, once again, congratulations to Auiyin for winning WSC 2023. Congrats to Dama for making it close, being the runner-up, and to everyone for really just performing above expectations. And yeah, I will hope to see y'all in a bit. Or not in a bit. Well, November's a bit, I guess.
November's still a way away.
Alright, see y'all later. Bye-bye.
See ya.